to another market update with our man Taylor Gomez with First Heritage Mortgage. Taylor, how you doing?
Moving and grooving over here. Somehow
Yeah,
we're staying pretty busy in this wild market.
getting ready to close up the year.
We are. Well, year's pretty much written. We've got
Yeah.
got a couple more days left before we can get some loans closed. Legally, they won't let you do it any faster than 8 days. So
That would be interesting. I didn't
I
know
mean,
8 days
fast.
was an option
That's legally as fast as you
legally.
can do it. We
Okay.
uh we can rush it, and we're okay with 2 weeks, and then if need be, we can chop that down. I think the fastest we did was around 10 or 12 days.
Hmm.
I mean, the fastest that I've seen so far.
Right, right, right. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that's good to
Yeah.
know. Well, speaking of rates and loans, what's going on? What's going on with the rates this week?
We've been pretty steady. There hasn't been a whole lot of not a lot of good, not a lot of bad. Kind of waiting on Jerome Powell's speech and for his notes to come out. He had leaked a couple weeks ago that he was thinking about doing about a half a point, 50 basis point hike, which is fine. I mean,
Hmm.
the last one they did, it slowed the rates and dropped them down a little bit, and this one we liked everything that was said, and I'm pretty optimistic here by the end of the year we'll be okay, and then come first quarter we'll probably be touching the fives.
Nice. Okay. That's
Yeah.
always good to hear. And I guess we'll keep an ear to the ground, as they say, and see what's going on. I'll tell you right now, I mean, like shopping with a couple buyers in the market, and we talked about this last week. We have this awesome window of opportunity right now where literally the rates are on a 60 or 70-day low right now.
Yeah, we're approaching that almost 80 days out here, so we've had quite
Wow.
a few months, but too well not quite a few, a little over 2 months of lows,
Yeah.
which has been awesome. I mean, we're still hovering, like, I'd say we're 5.5 and low. I mean, we've got products that are just 5% down at 5.2.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Like, there's this awesome window of opportunity because now a lot of sellers, sellers are getting desperate. We're seeing homes that are sitting 45 days, 60 days, 70, 80, 90 days on the market, and
Mhm.
they're taking any offer that we throw at them. So,
Yeah,
so
it's
just make
it's
sure
getting
you got
wild
it.
out there with the subsidies, and I know we had actually spoke about it on a deal we're working on right now. It's
Yeah,
just people should be aware, and this is really for your loan officer and agents, but um, maximum seller contribution.
absolutely.
So
And the thing is, with the deal that we're working on right now, from her market rate, right now we're at $700 below with this product that we're using, the 2-1 buy down. So we're
mhm.
$700 lower on her monthly payment for the first year, and that really makes the difference between affordability and not. So
Yeah, and we'll be able to, based on the sales price we're in and the amount she's putting down, we should have enough seller subsidy to pay for the discount and the buy down.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we're sitting pretty fresh right now.
It's awesome to see, man. And I work with a lot of buyers, and right now we have a lot of power in our hands. So with that
Hmm.
said, we want to talk about some terms here because I feel like we take for granted sometimes how much we do this 60 hours a
Yeah,
week, man. So it gets kind of crazy.
and I showed somebody the video we did last time, and she was like, I mean, the video was great, very informative, but a few things just went right over my head. Like, what are you talking about there? What is? And we'll start with today the this week's term. We'll go with LTV.
All right. So
So
this week we're going to talk about LTV, and then we're going to briefly talk about what that actually means, what LTV stands for, what it means, and how it affects your monthly payment. And
yep,
next week we'll do another term, and we'll break it down for you all. So yeah, go ahead, Taylor. What does LTV stand
yeah.
for?
Now, so there's no real. I mean, we picked a term, we picked a an acronym, and we're going to do that one. So if you
Mhm.
guys have any you've heard out there, go ahead and leave us comments, send us
Yeah.
messages, and we'll definitely touch on those. So LTV, very common one that we throw around, and the realtors are speaking in the opposite side of it. So I'm speaking LTV. He's got a client that's doing 5% down. I'm going to say, okay, we got a 95 LTV. Mod over here is going to say, hey, they're doing 5% down. So LTV means stands for loan to value. So it's your loan, value of the house, what your down payment is, loan to value.
So
So
just
we've
the
got
ratio of what you're
95
putting
LT.
down.
Yeah. So it's your 5% gives us a 95% LTV. Obviously, it's from 100%.
Mhm,
So if you're a VA, you'd have an LTV of 100%. You could,
mhm.
because you're not going to put any money down. There are products that can do zero. So 0% down, 100% LTV. 3% down, 97% LTV. 5% down, 95% LTV. The more you do, you go down, the more you put down, the typically the better the rate gets. Moreover, the better the mortgage insurance or the single premium becomes. So we all
Okay.
know if we're not doing 20% down, there's going to be some fashion of mortgage insurance, whether
Got it.
that's lender paid, single premium, finance, single premium, or monthly paid. Those are kind of the
So,
big ones there.
so not only is your payment lower because you're financing less, your payment is lower because your
Yeah.
mortgage insurance is lower, and the rate's usually slightly lower as
Mhm.
well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, just this recent example that we have, going 3 to 5%, we dropped her mortgage insurance like $120 a
Almost,
month.
yeah, we almost cut it in half.
Yeah, yeah. So it makes a huge difference. And we don't want to stretch people out because some of these programs we're at, and speaking of LTV, you can be at 101.5 LTV, right?
Yep. So that's Virginia housing, what we spoke on before for this market,
Mhm.
for our market here in Virginia. That's one of the first time home buyer programs. Um, they'll say, hey, we'll give you 100% financing, and then we'll tack on and give you 1.5% to help with down payment closing costs.
Right, yeah. Well, I think
So
that's really good. Helps me out too, believe it or not. Like some of these terms,
good.
I do the real estate side of things. I don't always
That's
know
right. You're the man in the
all the
field.
terms. Yeah, man at the controls over here. So
That's right, man at the
great. Okay.
controls.
Well, so I think one thing that I always get a bit confused about, me personally, and sometimes I have to get walked through, is the discount points. So I think next week we'll talk
Oh yeah,
about what discount points mean, and that's huge.
it is. It's kind of like credit, and I'm gonna really have to do some homework and create a lesson plan on that because whenever somebody asks us about credit, I say, look, credit's like magic smoke in a little black box. Nobody
Mm.
really knows how it gets there when it does, but because credit's a weird thing, and we can talk about that. It does some weird stuff,
Mm,
but we have to be educated, and we can
absolutely.
help our buyers. We're not a credit repair company, but we have tools available to, hey, maybe we can get the loan done right now, but if we spend a couple $100, a couple $1,000, take a little bit of time, we can get you to a much better situation.
Right, absolutely.
So we can talk about that another point, but yeah,
Absolutely.
discount points is absolutely something good. I see a lot of people are a little confused on it. So we'll go ahead and take that one up.
Absolutely. Look, fact of the matter is we're not taught this in school. And it's nothing that is in our curriculum in high school or what have you. So that is our job now. Me and you, Taylor, is to be educators for the clients that we work with. First and foremost,
Right.
teach them about the process and show them. And I heard this recently, I really liked him, show them the why behind the what. And I think when people understand what's going on, how their mortgage works and how the market works, it makes them make a wiser decision when they're going to buy a house. So
Yeah.
I really
And I'm
appreciate
all
this
about,
call.
yeah, all about teaching, because then that
Absolutely.
means even if you don't use me, that means you're a little more educated, and the next guy or girl, the next loan officer can't really take advantage of you. You become more educated, you've
Absolutely.
sharpened your tools.
Fantastic. Yeah. So next
All
week we'll
right.
do discount points, and we'll start doing these a little bit more regularly. They're a little easier to do than when we
Yeah,
first started. And
they're fun.
soon, yeah, absolutely. Sounds good, brother. All right. Well, we'll stay in touch, and
All right.
you have a good one, man.
Yeah. Thanks, man. You too.